Welcome to Expensive Coins. Moneybag. In today's video, we're uncovering some hidden treasures, the top 3 most expensive and ultra-rare US Buffalo Nickel 5-cent coins that collectors and investors are going absolutely crazy for. These coins come with rare mint marks, P, D, and S, and even those old, dirty, or discolored coins you might overlook could actually be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old coin, stick around, because you might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Alright, let's jump right in with coin number 1. The 1927 Buffalo Nickel is one of those rare treasures that make every coin collector's heart race. It's more than just a 5-cent coin, it's a slice of American history forged in metal, carrying stories of artistry, survival, and luck. When you hold a 1927 Buffalo Nickel in your hand, you're not just holding money, you're holding a century of mystery, beauty, and unimaginable value. This coin was minted in an era when America was finding its identity through craftsmanship and design. The Buffalo Nickel stood as a symbol of strength, freedom, and resilience. The 1927 version, in particular, carries an aura of rarity that few other coins can match. Its limited numbers, unique metal composition, and artistic details have made it one of the most desirable coins in the world. The front side of the coin, known as the obverse, features the powerful and proud image of a Native American chief. This was not a portrait of one man, but a blend of 3 leaders from different tribes. Their combined likeness represents courage, heritage, and the deep roots of America's native history. Every line in the chief's face tells a story of endurance and pride that has lasted for generations. On the reverse side, the coin displays the majestic American bison, often called the buffalo. Standing strong and unmoved, this animal captures the wild spirit of the open plains. The design is both simple and dramatic, a timeless tribute to the untamed wilderness that once stretched across the nation. The bison reminds us that greatness often comes from strength, patience, and survival. Physically, the 1927 Buffalo Nickel is a marvel of precision. It weighs about 5 grams, small enough to slip into your pocket, but valuable enough to change your life. Its diameter is approximately 21.2 millimeters, a perfect circle of history and craftsmanship. Though small, it feels substantial in your hand, like something that carries more than its weight in worth. The coin's thickness is just under 2 millimeters, about 1.95 to be exact. That may sound thin, but don't be fooled. This little disc of metal has outlasted wars, economic collapses, and entire generations. Its compact form has allowed it to survive in drawers, boxes, and forgotten collections, waiting for the right person to discover its hidden fortune. As for what it's made of, the 1927 Buffalo Nickel is a blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This mix was chosen to make the coin tough and durable, able to withstand years of circulation. The warm glow of copper combined with the cool tone of nickel gives the coin a distinctive character. Even when aged and worn, the Buffalo Nickel maintains a unique beauty that sets it apart from modern coins. But what truly makes the 1927 Buffalo Nickel special is its rarity. Not every coin from that year was struck equally. Some carry the mint mark P for Philadelphia, others D for Denver, and the most elusive, S for San Francisco. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer coins, and surviving examples in perfect condition are so scarce that they can fetch astronomical prices. When collectors talk about the 1927's Buffalo Nickel, their eyes light up. This is the coin that turns ordinary people into millionaires overnight. In today's market, a pristine example can command prices that sound almost unreal, climbing well into the hundreds of thousands and, in some cases, beyond $1 million. If you ever find one, you're not just lucky, you're holding a key to unimaginable wealth. Many of these coins went through years of wear and circulation. They passed from hand to hand, pocket to pocket, losing their sharpness and shine along the way. That's why coins in uncirculated condition, with every detail crisp and untouched, are like hidden treasure. They're the ones collectors dream of, and investors chase with fierce determination. Imagine discovering an old coin box in your attic, opening it, and finding one of these rare nickels inside. You might think it's just an old piece of change, but in reality, you could be staring at a fortune. Stories like this have happened. People have unknowingly spent or sold coins worth millions because they didn't realize their true value. The beauty of the 1927 Buffalo Nickel lies not only in its material worth but in its emotional power. It's a coin that connects us to the past, to an age of artistry, pride, and craftsmanship. Each piece is a silent witness to history, carrying the fingerprints of time and the dreams of those who once used it. The color tones of these coins also make them captivating. Over time, depending on how they were stored, Buffalo nickels can develop shades of gold, copper red, or smoky gray. Collectors love these natural hues because they tell stories of age and authenticity. Every coin becomes a unique work of art, painted by time itself. The engraving on the coin is deep and expressive. You can almost feel the texture of the chief's hair and the strength in the buffalo's body. It's a design that combines boldness and grace, simplicity and strength, a true reflection of the American spirit during the early 1900s. Because of its design and history, the 1927 Buffalo Nickel remains one of the most collected and studied coins in the world. Coin enthusiasts and experts spend years searching for flawless examples. The hunt for this coin has become a lifelong passion for many, driven by both love of history and the lure of fortune. What's even more fascinating is that many of these rare coins are still out there, hidden in old collections or forgotten boxes. They could be sitting in someone's drawer, their owner unaware that they're holding a piece of treasure worth a small fortune. That's why it's so important to check your old coins carefully, because the next millionaire might be you. The story of the 1927 Buffalo Nickel is also a lesson in patience and preservation. The coins that survived in excellent condition did so because someone took care of them, valued them, and kept them safe. That's what separates a common nickel from a priceless masterpiece: care and timing. Collectors often describe this coin as the sleeping giant of American currency. For decades, it went unnoticed, its true worth hidden beneath years of tarnish and dust. But as time passed, its rarity became clearer, and its legend grew. Today, it stands as a symbol of how small things can hold immense power. So if you ever come across a 1927 Buffalo Nickel, don't rush to spend it or sell it cheaply. Hold on to it. Study it. Because that tiny piece of history might just have the power to change your fortune overnight. It's more than a coin, it's a bridge between the past and your future, and that's why the 1927 Buffalo Nickel will always shine as one of the most valuable, ultra-rare, and breathtaking coins ever made in the United States. It's proof that sometimes, the most ordinary-looking things can hold the most extraordinary secrets worth millions. Next is the 1929 Buffalo Nickel from the United States is one of those extraordinary coins that seems to carry a sense of mystery, beauty, and unimaginable value. It's not just an old 5-cent piece, it's a tiny metal time capsule that holds the energy of an entire era. When people hear about coins worth millions, they often think of gold or silver, but this small copper nickel coin has shocked collectors and investors around the world. If you have a 1929 Buffalo Nickel hidden somewhere, you might just be holding the key to life-changing fortune. The Buffalo Nickel, officially known as the Indian Head 5-cent coin, was one of America's most artistic and symbolic designs. Minted between 1913 and 1938, it represented the spirit of the early American frontier: rugged, strong, and proud. The 1929 edition, struck just before the Great Depression, carries a unique historical weight. Every curve, every shadow, every imperfection on this coin tells a story from a time when America was balancing between prosperity and hardship. The front of the coin features the portrait of a Native American chief, noble, determined, and full of character. His face is a blend of 3 real leaders from different tribes, chosen by the coin's designer, James O. Fraser, to embody the courage and dignity of the native people. The detail in the chief's hair, feathers, and expression is breathtaking, even after all these years. It's not just a coin, it's a sculpture in miniature. On the reverse side stands the powerful American bison, or buffalo, which gives the coin its popular name. This creature represents endurance, freedom, and the untamed beauty of the American West. Some say the model for this bison was a real animal named Black Diamond from the Central Park Zoo. Whether that's myth or truth, the design has stood the test of time, admired by generations for its raw strength and simplicity. The 1929 Buffalo Nickel weighs around 5 grams, a small but solid reminder that greatness doesn't depend on size. Its diameter is about 21.2 millimeters, perfectly balanced for the human hand, and its thickness is roughly 1.95 millimeters. These may seem like small numbers, but together they form one of the most perfectly proportioned coins in American history. It's proof that precision and passion can turn even a 5-cent coin into a masterpiece. The material composition of the 1929 Buffalo Nickel is 75% copper and 25% nickel. This blend was chosen for durability and longevity, meant to survive years of use. The copper gives it a warm tone, while the nickel adds strength and a silvery shine. Over time, the combination ages beautifully. Some coins develop golden hues or soft gray tones, giving each piece a personality of its own. What makes the 1929 Buffalo Nickel so captivating isn't just its design or metal content, it's its rarity and mystery. There were coins minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones bearing the S mark from San Francisco are particularly sought after by collectors. In pristine, uncirculated condition, these coins can reach astronomical prices at auctions, numbers that sound like dreams but are very much real. Imagine finding one of these coins tucked away in a jar of old change, covered in dust and time. It might look dull and ordinary, but beneath that worn surface could lie a hidden fortune. Some of the best preserved 1929 Buffalo nickels have fetched prices in the hundreds of thousands, and in rare, flawless condition, collectors have valued them in the $1 million range. One lucky find could truly change a person's life overnight. Part of the coin's magic comes from the time it was born. The year 1929 marked the start of the Great Depression, an age of uncertainty, where every penny mattered. Millions of coins circulated during that time, but few survived in perfect shape. People used them heavily, which is why finding a well-preserved 1929 Buffalo nickel today feels like discovering a hidden relic from a world long gone. Over the decades, the coin has gained a legendary status. Its design has been praised by artists, historians, and collectors alike. The face of the Native American chief symbolizes honor and resilience, while the buffalo represents the power and vastness of the American landscape. Together, they capture the essence of a nation still growing, still searching for its identity. Collectors describe holding a 1929 Buffalo nickel as holding history in the palm of their hand. The edges, the texture, the faint shine of the metal, everything about it feels alive. The smallest scratches tell stories of where the coin has been, passed through markets, pockets, hands, and generations. It's both a piece of art and a piece of life. The real treasure lies in coins that escaped the harshness of circulation, those few that remained untouched, stored carefully, and preserved with their original luster. These are the coins that make experts gasp at auctions, the ones that turn collectors into millionaires. One flawless Buffalo nickel can easily become the centerpiece of an entire collection. What truly adds to the coin's allure is the unpredictable nature of its value. A coin you think is worth a few dollars could surprise you with an appraisal in the thousands. Sometimes, small variations, like a minting error, a double date, or a unique toning pattern, can increase its worth dramatically. These quirks transform a common coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The 1929 Buffalo nickel has also become a symbol of hope and fortune. Stories circulate among coin enthusiasts about people finding one by accident and realizing its true worth only years later. It's this mystery, the idea that an ordinary-looking nickel could hold a secret fortune, that keeps collectors searching. The artistic quality of this coin is unmatched even by modern standards. Every curve and line of the design reflects a level of craftsmanship that's rarely seen today. It's as if the creator poured his soul into the metal, ensuring that the coin would live on long after his time. That's exactly what happened. The Buffalo nickel remains one of the most beloved and iconic American coins ever made. Even the way light reflects off a 1929 Buffalo nickel is mesmerizing. The combination of copper and nickel gives it a soft, almost magical glow when polished. Under bright light, it shimmers with shades of silver, bronze, and gold, like a living treasure forged by time and history. Because of its enduring appeal, the Buffalo nickel has become more than a collector's item. It's an investment, a piece of financial art. Wealthy collectors and museums around the world compete to own the rarest specimens, while everyday people dream of finding one in their possession. It's proof that something as simple as a nickel can transcend money and become legend. For those lucky enough to own one, the message is clear: don't spend it, don't trade it lightly, and definitely don't underestimate it. That little coin could be the key to unimaginable fortune. With the right eye, the right timing, and a little luck, a single 1929 Buffalo nickel could turn your story from ordinary to extraordinary. In the end, the 1929 Buffalo nickel isn't just valuable because of its rarity or metal, it's valuable because it represents the human journey through time. It's a reminder that beauty and fortune can be found in the smallest, simplest things. One coin, one moment, one discovery could truly change your life forever. Next is the 1936 Buffalo nickel is one of the most mesmerizing and valuable coins ever produced in the United States. It stands as a timeless masterpiece, a symbol of strength, art, and the enduring American spirit. When you look closely at this small 5-cent coin, you can feel the echoes of the past whispering through its design. It's not just currency, it's a piece of living history. And for those lucky enough to find one in perfect condition, it could be worth a life-changing fortune, even reaching the $1 million range in today's market. The Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, was more than just a coin, it was a tribute to the courage and heritage of early America. The 1936 version came near the end of this coin's production era, which makes it one of the most refined and beautifully struck issues ever made. It represents a period when artistry met metal, when craftsmanship mattered, and when every curve and line on a coin carried deep meaning. At first glance, the 1936 Buffalo nickel might appear ordinary to someone who doesn't understand its story. But beneath its simple appearance lies a mystery and rarity that have made it one of the most desired coins among collectors and investors. Those who recognize its true worth know that this is not a mere 5-cent piece, it's a hidden gem capable of transforming an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. The obverse of the coin features the noble profile of a Native American chief, his expression filled with pride and strength. This face wasn't modeled after a single person but a combination of several tribal leaders who represented the courage and dignity of their people. Each detail, from the feathers in his hair to the curve of his cheek, speaks of resilience and history. It's a face carved with honor, and that's what gives the coin its soul. Flip it over, and you're greeted by the mighty American bison, often called the buffalo. This powerful creature stands strong, embodying freedom and endurance. Some historians say the model for this design was a real buffalo named Black Diamond, once kept at the Central Park Zoo in New York. Whether legend or truth, the image of the bison has come to symbolize the raw, untamed beauty of the American frontier. The physical details of the 1936 Buffalo nickel are remarkable in their precision. The coin weighs about 5 grams, light enough to carry easily, yet heavy with significance. Its diameter is around 21.2 millimeters, and its thickness is roughly 1.95 millimeters. These measurements may sound small, but this perfectly balanced form is what makes the coin a masterpiece of minting art. It's not too big, not too small, just the right size to capture every fine detail of its iconic design. As for its material, the coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This combination gives it both strength and a beautiful silvery tone that has aged gracefully over the years. Even after nearly a century, a well-preserved 1936 Buffalo nickel can still shine with a natural glow that feels timeless. The metal blend also makes it resistant to corrosion, which is why so many examples still survive, though very few in perfect condition now. What makes the 1936 issue particularly special is that it includes several variations, such as the famous 1936D and 1936S mint marks, and even a few error versions that make collectors' hearts skip a beat. The rarest are those struck with a 3.5-legged buffalo, a minting error that occurred when part of the design was accidentally polished off the die. That tiny mistake transformed a simple coin into one worth a fortune. Imagine holding one of these ultra-rare error coins, something so unique that only a handful exist in pristine state. When such coins appear at auctions, they ignite bidding wars among collectors from around the globe. Prices soar into the hundreds of thousands, sometimes even more. Owning one isn't just having a coin, it's owning a piece of numismatic legend. The story of the 1936 Buffalo nickel is also a story about America itself. It was minted during a time of recovery, the Great Depression was beginning to ease, and hope was returning to people's hearts. This coin became a symbol of resilience and optimism, reminding the nation that strength and endurance could overcome even the darkest times. Collectors today are captivated not just by its design but by the history it represents. Each 1936 Buffalo nickel carries the fingerprint of its era, a silent witness to the struggles and triumphs of the people who once held it. Some coins might show signs of wear, but even those worn edges tell a story worth preserving. The texture of the coin is another wonder. Run your fingers along the edge, and you can feel the craftsmanship, the careful minting process that gave it life. The raised details, the bold lettering, and the deep engraving make it stand out from modern coins. It's a work of art that blends realism with symbolism, strength with grace. Over time, the surface of many 1936 Buffalo nickels has developed unique tones, shades of silver, bronze, gold, and even soft blue. This natural patina adds depth and personality, making every coin one of a kind. Collectors cherish this natural coloration because it tells a story of age, authenticity, and timeless beauty. The 1936 Buffalo nickel is not only sought after by coin collectors but also by investors who understand its growing value. Each passing year sees fewer flawless specimens on the market, and that scarcity drives prices even higher. It's one of those rare cases where history, art, and wealth come together in a single object small enough to fit in your palm. For those lucky enough to find one of these treasures, the advice is simple: don't spend it, don't underestimate it, and never let it go cheaply. That small, dull-looking coin could easily be worth millions. Its power lies in its rarity and story, a combination that makes it one of the most desirable coins on earth. Imagine discovering one by accident in an old drawer, a forgotten box, or a coin jar left by your grandparents. You might think it's just an old nickel, but that little piece of metal could hold the power to change your entire fortune overnight. Stories like that aren't fiction, they've happened before you. The allure of the 1936 Buffalo nickel goes beyond money. It's about connection, a link to a time when art and meaning were etched into every coin. It's about remembering that beauty can exist even in the smallest, most ordinary objects. It's about realizing that history sometimes hides in plain sight. This coin has become a legend in the world of numismatics, and its fame continues to grow. From museums to private collections, the 1936 Buffalo nickel is displayed as a symbol of American craftsmanship and perseverance. Its appeal spans generations, cultures, and continents, proof that true value never fades. So if you ever come across a 1936 Buffalo nickel, hold it carefully. Take a moment to appreciate its detail, its story, and its journey through time. Because that tiny piece of metal might be far more powerful than you imagine. It might not just be a coin, it could be your golden ticket to a new life, a treasure that can rewrite your destiny overnight. The 1936 Buffalo nickel remains one of the most valuable and ultra-rare coins ever minted in the United States. Its blend of art, rarity, and legend ensures that it will always shine among collectors' dreams. It's living proof that fortune sometimes hides in the smallest places, and all it takes is a keen eye and a bit of luck to uncover it.